A crucial skill to have as a RenPy developer is knowing screen language. With screens, you can create a range of menus, interactive elements, and even mini-games. In this series, I will teach you the most important information about how screens work and how to create them. If you want me to teach you how to code anything specific, let me know in the comments and I will try my best. This video will teach you how to declare a screen, how to add displayables, how to add text, how to position elements, how to add boxes and grids. Without further ado, let's begin. We declare a screen by typing screen. After a space, we add a name for it. In my case, it will be screen_tutorial, and we add parentheses. After them, you should add a colon. Screens can take parameters. You just have to type their names in between the parentheses, and if there's multiple, split them with a comma. In case your screen doesn't have any parameters, you still should declare it with empty parentheses for better performance. I add one parameter to the screen called prompt, in order to show you how it can be used later on. After clicking enter, you have to make sure that there is an indentation. For me, it is created automatically, but I'm not sure how it works in other code editors, so it's best to keep this in mind. Screens can take a few properties. I will only explain a few of them to you for now. We might use some of them in the future videos of this series, but I don't need them for this screen. Modal. If a screen is modal, it prevents the user from interacting with the displayables below it. Sensitive. Determines if a screen is sensitive, so whether you can interact with it. Tag. If a screen with the same tag is shown on a screen, it replaces it. Zorder. Determines how close to the player the screen is shown. The default is 0. Variant. This is important if you plan releasing your games on different platforms, as it allows you to change different aspects of the screen based on what device the game is being played on. Now, we need a way to show a screen, for example in a label. To do so, we have two different options that we use in different situations. Show. When you show a screen, the screen will stay there until you hide it, and the script can continue even while the screen is visible. Call. When you call a screen, the screen will stay there until a value is returned, and the game can't move on until this happens. To show our screen, we have to type show screen and the name of our screen. If the screen takes any parameters, you have to add their values in the instruction, otherwise you will receive an error. Now that we discussed how to declare and show a screen, we can move on to adding elements to it. Let's start with displayables. To add a displayable, you should type add, then click space and type the path and name of your displayable if it's an image, or create an image like displayable. I will add a background that's just a solid color and an image to show you how to add both. As I don't have any images I could add, I will add the window icon from the guy folder. Let's see how the screen presents like in-game with our new additions. As you can see, it looks very simple, but it works. Now that we know how to add images to the screen, we can move on to adding text. To do so, you just have to type in text, then click space and add quotation marks. In between them, you can type the text that you want to be displayed on the screen. Let's see how it presents like in the game. As you can see, the text is overlaid on the image we added. This is because we didn't position our elements, so they all appeared on the top left corner of the screen. We can easily fix it in different ways. Now I will show you the two options I use the most. The first one is position. We type in pos after a space next to an element we want to change the position of. In this case it will be the text. We open parentheses and type in two values. The first one is the X position, so the horizontal position, and the other one is the Y position, the vertical position. Let's see how it looks like now. As you can see, the text has been moved. But what if we wanted to center it, but we don't know the coordinates? In this case, we can use align. We open parentheses and can type in two values. The first one is how it's aligned horizontally, and the second one is how it's aligned vertically. To completely center it, we have to type in 0.5 in both. Let's take a look at the screen now. As you might remember, when we were declaring the screen, I added a parameter called prompt. We can use it now in the text in order to change the text to whatever the prompt is. After opening the game, you can see that the text has changed to what I typed in the prompt. In the last segment of this video, I will show you how to add boxes and a grid. To add a vertical box, you have to type VBox and add a colon afterwards. Then click Enter. Make sure there is another indentation and add elements you want to be displayed in the box. I will copy my image and text and display them next to each other. I removed the align from my text because I won't need it for now. Let's see how it looks like. You can add a position to the box as well as spacing. Take a look at what I do. This is how my box presents like in-game. Now let's try that with a horizontal box. Simply change the V to H and done. Now we have a horizontal box with the same elements. What if you wanted to add many images into a grid? You can do that by typing in grid, then clicking space. Adding a number of columns, and another space and a number of rows. At the end you should add a colon, click Enter, make sure there is an indentation and then you can add your elements. You can also add a position and spacing to the grid. This way I created a 2x2 grid of icons that's centered on the screen. I prepared an exercise in case you wanted to try out what you've learned from this video. Take a look at this screen and try to code it. A small hint is that it contains a grid and a vertical box inside a horizontal box. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. In the next video from this series, I will teach you about buttons. Hope you have a nice day or night.